I gave the ADL my book on Hebrew Israelism.
As a Christian apologist and researcher, I went to the Arizona ADL's community update on anti-Semitism.
Yes, more followers on Twitter than there are Jews on the planet Earth. Let me say that again. A guy who is expressing his support for Hitler, utilizing the same anti-Semitic tropes that people have used for centuries, had more followers than there are Jews on the planet Earth. So is it a surprise that we saw in New York and Los Angeles and other parts of the country, people start attacking Jewish people, saying Kanye was right, or large, billboards and flyering appearing on people's lawns at their homes, supporting Kanye West? It got to the point where white supremacists started talking about how much they love Kanye West. Think about that. That's a black man that white supremacists are supporting. All irony aside, anti-Semitism is that glue that brings people.
Now, see, he has a different fear than Vocab Malone. See, this Jew has a fear that the person he's speaking of is siding with Kanye West, a racist, right? Because he didn't say who he was. He was just saying a white supremacist. A white supremacist sided with Kanye West on the idea that he's a Jew. But white supremacists have been saying that black people are Jews. They called us Canaanite Jews or Phoenician Jews or something along that nature. But it is silly for this brother from the ADL, and I'll call him a brother because I am Jewish, right? I am Hebrew, I am Israelite. It is silly for this man to say the things that he's saying because he have to not know or have to have not studied white supremacy. He said what a white supremacist said. The reality is this, man. Vocab Malone is not a white supremacist. He is a white Israelite. He is a white Jew, okay? And he is a Israelite supremacist or Israel supremacist or a Yahweh supremacist, right? Or a Jewish supremacist. This man by no means is not a white supremacist. His supremacy is not in his white skin as much as it is in his Judaism, because Vocab Malone is making the appeal to the ADL. He said he gave the ADL his book on Hebrew Israelism. Okay? And what he is trying to say is that he is on a big fight that the black people are not Jews, more than he's on the fight against the against the crusade of their ignorance and their false doctrines. And I'm talking about the Black Hebrew Israelite movement, the BHI, okay, which is none more than the Judeo-Christian sect, or maybe even cult at best, right? Vocab Malone. So after seeing that, this is what I sent him. I said, dude, they don't need or want your materials. Dr. Brown's relationship with you is strictly through Christ. You could be nothing but used by the ADL. They respect me before they entertain your book, your Christian Calvinistic book, right? They could care less about your coined Hebrew Israelism or, right? The BHI. They can care less about it. Trust me, they are a different kind of white whose supremacy does not include the very Christian Vocab Malone. Ashkenazi Jews are a different kind of white whose supremacy does not include the very Christian Vocab Malone. Vocab, the appeal you have to the whiteness of the Ashkenazim is sickening. You do better appealing to their Judaism than to their whiteness. I'm just telling you the truth. The hatred for black Judaism you have is rotten when the same Judaic supremacy exists in the Ashkenazim. Their supremacy stems from their relationship with Yahweh and His Word, not Jesus, Christianity, or white supremacy, or the non-biblical equality, meaning that we're all equal in God's sight. That's not damn Bible. That's not. That's something like the Bill of Rights or something like that, something like that. Hebrew supremacy. You just may as well join the atheists in the eyes of an Israelite. You just may as well join the atheists in the eyes of an Israelite. White, black, blue, or green, homie. That's something to tell him. Okay, and he's going to read it, okay, and we're going to see if he's going to get back with me. Vocab Malone knows exactly who I am. I mean, he got my phone number. He might have erased it. I had his phone number in a phone that I happened to have destroyed by accident. But Vocab Malone knows exactly who I am. And Vocab Malone, I want to talk to you, man. All right?